Alright, welcome to my Iron Man Mark 45 bundle gameplay and review. So this bundle was added to the item shop immediately upon the downloadable update being complete, and everyone can purchase him right now. So the bundle itself is 2,500, and then individually you can buy Iron Man for 1,500. You can get his pickaxes for 800. You can get his reactive wrap for 500. And then lastly, the instrument, which is a base, for 1,000. So first of all, shout out to Epic Games. I am an Epic partner, and sometimes they send me stuff to review early. In this case, it wasn't early, but I did get it for free, so shout out again to Epic Games. Let's see how good this bundle performs. So first of all, let's talk about the elephant in the room. This right here, this instrument. Are you kidding me? They could have put a built-in emote, they could have put any emote, or they could have put a glider in this bundle, and instead we get a bass guitar for 1,000 V-Bucks. That ups the price of the bundle, and I think most people, I don't want to say all people because some people do prefer the instruments, but a majority of people would have preferred anything else except for an instrument. So that part is a little disappointing. I wish he had a built-in emote. I wish he had a glider. And with that said, I will be comparing him to the original Iron Man as well. So right off the bat, let's see if you can use the old Iron Man glider on this new version. It's called the Mark 90 Flight Pack. You cannot. That is disappointing. Now, obviously, for the back bling and the pickaxe, you can use it, but the back bling on the original Iron Man, the color scheme is different. You can see the red is not the same, nor is the gold. So that looks kind of iffy. The pickaxe doesn't look that bad, though. Yeah, the color scheme is a little off, but it kind of blends in, so it's not as bad as the back bling. So for the Iron Spider gauntlets, the color schemes are a little different as well. The red pretty much matches, but the gold might be a little lighter. And I'll show you some combos when we get to my review map. So first of all, let's take a look between the old Iron Man and this new one. So this Mark 45 suit is from the Age of Ultron, and it's definitely a more maroon color than a bright red. And when we compare it to the original one, which unfortunately you can't select, he does not have a suit style. You literally have to go into it and then go down to emotes and then go to the suit up. But you're going to see here that the red and the gold are just so much more vibrant. So you can see the comparison on the back bling. That's the new red, and then the old red is just that bright red plus a yellowish gold color scheme. So quite a difference there between the old and the new. I will admit I do like the old color scheme better just because I like that version of red better than this maroon one. To me, this new Mark 45 suit looks a lot like this, the Iron Spider. In fact, I saw a streamer playing this morning, and I literally thought he was running the Iron Spider skin when actually it was the new Iron Man suit. So for a glider, I'm going to be using the new Iron Spider one, which I think flows quite nicely. So I'll be comparing the two Iron Man wraps on the wrap skin, but obviously the new one's going to match the color scheme, and the old one has that bright red color, so it won't flow perfectly, but it'll still be interesting to compare the two. All right, here we go. Let's try the Iron Spider glider, which is the Arachno Jets. So again, a little difference in the color scheme, but it's still a pretty decent match. And obviously, like I said, I would have preferred a brand new Iron Man emote, and the fact that he can't use the old one, disappointing. All right, so let's take a look at the back bling first. You can see it has 4 animated little mini jets on it, and then it looks like the light on the center glows as well. When you jump, it does look like it has a little bit of physics. When you run, though, it is secretly reactive. So you can see it folds all the way up, almost like a pod, and then when you stop sprinting, it releases the wings again. So that's interesting. It's like a flower. Let's test the pickaxe next. I'll be quiet so you can hear the pull-out sound as well as the swing. Here you go. Okay, that's not bad. The pull-out sound is actually pretty interesting. As much as I hate these type of pickaxes, this one doesn't look as bad as I anticipated. You can see it's got a faint contrail there. Let's check the splash. Okay, that's a nice blue explosion. So splash, a little bit of a contrail. Let's see what it all looks like in the dark. So it glows ferociously in the dark. That matches the back bling's lights as well. And you can see the contrail much better there. So that's actually, like I said, a little better than I was anticipating. So from the front, you can see he's got the light blue glow as well all around. Not too shabby. So how about his aim down sights? Let's take a look here. Okay, so his shoulders are a little bulky, but it's not too distracting. Let's try it on an SMG here. Here's the dualies. Here's the new AR. And the SMG. So you can see the back bling does interact a little bit when you aim in. It doesn't fold up as much as when you sprint, which is all the way. But you can see the wings kind of fold in just a little bit. So that's a nice little touch, I guess. So how about the wrap? You can see the color scheme flows quite nicely. The reactivity is just the reactor lighting up. It doesn't glow as much as I would have thought. Here's full auto. Again, not too much glow. Well, now wait a second. When you reload, that was like a totally different reactivity. Okay, so when you shoot, everything lights up just a little bit. Now watch when I reload. It flashes and pulsates. That's interesting. Okay, well, let's compare it to the old Iron Man wrap. So you can see the color scheme's just completely off. And the same reactivity happens, but let's reload and see if it does anything. Okay, I didn't notice anything upon reloading, so that must be unique to this new wrap. I've never seen a reactivity when you reload before. I can't wait to see that on the wrap skin. And lastly, here's the Iron Spider wrap, so that actually doesn't look too bad either. Does this one react when you reload? Let me shoot once. Okay, so that's how it looks. Let's reload. No. That's interesting. A brand new reactivity for a wrap. Reloading. Who would have thought? Let's see what they look like in the dark, by the way. Well, now that's got actually a nice animation. That's kind of what the reload looked like. So here's shooting in the dark. In fact, it always looks like it's reactive in the dark. That's weird. Let's reload. Okay, it gets exponentially brighter, though. And it lingers for a bit. Here's the old Iron Man wrap. And here's the Iron Spider one. Yeah, you can clearly see these are not reactive to reloading. Only that first one. Let me reload this one. Let's take the back bling off real quick. So here he is without the back bling. I'm not really sure. I feel like this skin needs a back bling, but I know some of you absolutely love no back bling. I mean, it's not too bad. I just feel like his current back bling kind of adds a little flair to the skin. All right, let's try the wrap skin real quick. Okay, so this is the current new wrap. That actually looks really sweet. Nice blend of that maroonish red, little bit of gold, and then a lot of silver and blue. That looks really clean. And there's that reactivity when you reload. Here's swinging the pickaxe. Let me show you the reactivity without aiming in. So you can see how it lingered for a bit. Here it is in the dark. Yeah, that looks clean. Look at that. Reminds me of Tron a little bit. Here's the reload reactivity. Look how bright it gets. Wow. Okay. So here's the old Iron Man wrap, and again, it's just completely different. You can see the color scheme differential here. This is the new wrap on my weapon, and this is the old wrap on the skin. Let's swing the pickaxe. Okay, so it kind of flashes really quick. That's almost like a strobe. The real question, though, did it have a reactivity to reloading? Let's see. It did not, so that is new to the current wrap. Here it is in the dark. Yeah, it flashes in a strobe pattern. Okay, let me show you a few combos here because I wanted to test one or two things. First of all, here's the new skin with the Iron Spider back bling. And then I also put the original Iron Man pickaxe. So I guess in game, the color scheme is definitely noticeable. The contrail is way more evident on this one. And the pull-out sound is not as clean. So I think I prefer the new pickaxe better. Let's take a look in the dark. Okay, that glows quite nicely too, though. And then the Iron Spider back bling goes quite nice. It's just a little obstructive in my opinion, except when you aim in and it's clean. Okay, one thing I really wanted to test was the Infinity Gauntlet with the snap emote. Because as you should be aware, Iron Man does possess the Infinity Gauntlet and he does snap his fingers. And then I also wanted to see these Hulk Smashers, see if they flow, because these are a different color than the original Iron Man. So let's equip those and see how those look in game. And then we also need the snap emote. Okay, so that gauntlet actually looks really clean on this skin. I think it flows perfectly in terms of character lore. How about the pickaxes? Okay, so I guess the gold is a little more bright. Maybe they do match the original Iron Man color scheme. Yeah, they do. In the locker, they kind of looked maroon, but you can clearly see it's the blood red. Still, it doesn't look too bad. So if you're not a fan of the energy blades for pickaxes, I think these are a good bet. Now, the real question is, can we snap our fingers like Thanos? Here we go. Will the back bling be reactive, and will we get a special noise? Let's test. No way! Okay. Well, it's not as cool then, but it's still pretty interesting. By the way, this is what the snap emote should do. This is the reactivity I was looking for. And when you do it with the new Iron Man skin, nothing, because he obviously isn't holding the gauntlet. But that back bling is reactive to everyone's snapping. So that's not exclusive to Iron Man or Thanos. I got tricked on that. So I was just looking real quick to see if I could find a better glider, and I think Blady Bird might work. Let's just try that real quick. No, that one doesn't quite match as nice as I thought. So there was another one right here, the Articulated Blade Wing. The red looks a little off, but let's see what that looks like in game real quick. It's very hard to match this maroonish color he's got for a red. Yeah, okay, so that's a different color scheme. That might match the original Iron Man. I'm just so disappointed there's no official glider for this skin. The one thing I wanted, a glider. So real quick, let's just see what the Iron Spider looks like with the new accessories. So we're going to put the new pickaxe and the new back bling on them. Let's see how that looks. Like I said, these two skins look very similar. So the back bling, okay. I mean, it's not too bad. How about the pickaxe? Yeah, the pickaxe flows perfectly with this skin. Doesn't this look like Iron Man a little bit? So there you go. That is Iron Man Mark 45. It's a great skin, and if you don't have the original Iron Man, I think it's a must-buy. But if you do have the original Iron Man, I'm not 100% convinced you need it. If it would have came with a built-in emote to suit up and a glider, I think for sure I would recommend this. But I feel like the original Iron Man is just as impressive, and you can be Tony Stark. However, there's one thing I think you absolutely do need, and it's the arc reaction wrap. The reactivity is sweet on it, the color scheme is great, and it's got a nice new reactivity in that when you reload, it reacts. That's pretty sweet. So there you go. For everyone that missed out on the original Iron Man, I think this is amazing. Hopefully you guys enjoyed this video. A like is always appreciated, and don't forget to use my supporter creator code, which is TaborTime.